Oh, man.
Here we go.
We're in it. Welcome to Fishing for Answers. I'm Matt Gibbons. Chris Mazzini is with me.
Hello.
We're missing our two other guys that are going to be part of this, but why not? It's the first one. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how we've got here. We've talked about this for a very long time, and now we're sitting in a studio and we're doing our first podcast. This is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think it's kind of exciting.
So introduce yourself, Chris.
Oh, sorry. Chris Mazzini. I am the other host of the show, Fishing for Answers. We've been talking about it forever, and I can't believe that we're actually here now. So I'm very excited, very anxiously nervous, as I said. We are missing two of our guests, and we're not surprised that they're not showing up. So hello, Joe. You'll listen
Joe
to this.
Not listening to this.
You'll listen to this 5 years from now.
Yeah, we'll have Mark and Joe on whenever they want to come, I guess. But this all kind of started with four dads just being at too many sporting events together and just shooting the shit most of the time and thinking, wow, this would be kind of fun to talk about. Did we think we would get here? Probably not, but we kind of forced ourselves into this cool venture, and now here we are. So this is a great start for us, I think.
Yeah, I love it. So should I ask the question? Should I allow you to tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll start. So Matt Gibbons, I'm from Quincy. I currently live in Quincy now. So I'm a teacher. I coach. I've been teaching this is my 18th year teaching. I teach at North Quincy High, teach high school. And then I've been coaching high school hockey for 17 years. And then I've been coaching my daughter and my son for the last however many years. So, and that's where we started this whole friendship, was through the youth hockey world. And then, I don't know. I mean, like I said, grew up in Quincy, went to Archie's, then went to Nichols College, graduated there, and somehow found myself teaching, and now I'm in a podcast. So, what about you, Chris?
It's perfect. Yeah. Well, thank you. I like that. That was a good introduction. So, I am Chris Mazzini. I am also from Quincy. I live in Braintree now. I've been living there for about 20 to 25 years. Married. My wife, Danielle. I have 3 kids. One is in college. 2 are in high school. My youngest son is Nicholas, and that's how me and Matt met, through the hockey circuit many, many years ago, and coaching teams together. I have a family business that I run. We do plumbing, heating, air conditioning. Little shout out, Aspinwall Plumbing. Located in Weymouth. And I've been doing that for over 25 years. So, we kind of just got together on this, talked about this endlessly, laughed about it over and over again, thought it'd be hilarious. And here we are now trying to make it funny. So yes. I guess that might be the struggle, but I think we're going to get there eventually. So
I think we should talk more about where we all kind of started. So I have 3 kids. My oldest is a senior at Braintree High, and then Ryan, my middle guy, like Chris said, is same age as Nikki, and then my youngest, Jamie, who's 10. But so I think thinking about this whole thing and how it really starts and where you go, not to get weird, but it had like 3 phases of friendships for me, at least. It was my friends growing up, which I still have, and then it's your college friends who you spend the most time with, it seems like, in a short period of time. But then everyone just you have your college friends, but everyone disperses and goes somewhere else. And then it's the next phase. It's your sports friends, dads, that you spend the most time with, it seems like. I don't think I've been on more vacations in my life with my sports friends. And that's kind of, I think, where we kind of evolved. So the 4 of us, I mean, our group chat's called Coaches, because we've been coaching hockey forever together, and that's where it all started. And then it's kind of taken us all over the place, like
we've been
literally all over the country.
Yeah,
with different things, with games and and all that fun stuff and little vacations that all center around basically hockey and baseball and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, we've been from Canada to Florida.
Yeah.
Right? Not much west, though, I don't think, right? No,
we haven't got
been
west.
But yeah, lots of trips together, which kind of just brings you closer together. That was actually well put. I like that, right? Because you do have friends you grew up with,
Yeah.
friends you know 3 years, and then friends later on in life. So
Yeah, we kind of, I think we got a little lucky with this whole thing because we all really get along, and I don't know that sometimes I would love to, one of our topics has to be youth sports, but we can't do it today. But you see it from, and me, I've been coaching for a long time, and it was coaching way before my kids even played, and to watch people, and it's always competitive between parents and stuff, and I think, we've never really talked about this, so might as well talk about it on the podcast.
That's a good point.
We've never been competitive with our own kids, which I think is why we've become close friends more than just like parents that show up and then like, oh, I hope my kid scores 2 goals and Nicky falls on his face today. Like, for me anyway, I don't think I've never got that from any of you guys, and I definitely don't feel that way either. I feel like we're almost friends first, and then
happen to be coaches,
and our kids play on the same team. So it's been kind of a fun ride for the last like 7 or 8 years. It doubles your college experience is what it does. You just have a lot going on.
Yeah.
You know, you always, my college friends. It's like I haven't seen my college friends in like 3 years, or 4 years or 5 years, and it takes forever to do it. And I think that's kind of the whole point of us doing this. We called, Chris kind of came up with the Fishing for Answers name, and it's just kind of like crazy topics that we sit at a baseball game or a hockey game and you start talking about something, or it's 2 a.m. in a hotel in Florida and you're sitting around doing nothing. You're just making up or talking about these crazy things. And I was like, we think it's funny.
We think it's fun.
So maybe other people might think it's funny or relate to it a little bit. So I guess that's kind of like where it was inspired, really, is just us chatting and talking like fools and thinking it's funny.
Yeah, Fishing for Answers, right? That started on the boat. We were on the boat, and the 4, obviously, because there's 4 of us, although there's only 2 of us here today. Again, we'll repeatedly say that. Thanks, Joe and Mark. We just kind of want to like dive into some questions about life, about each other, I guess. We'll probably have some guests on the show that are relative to the hockey team that we're referencing. Yeah. There probably won't be much hockey talk, I don't think. Well, there could be. I guess it could.
It could go that way.
Yeah.
We've had so many people, like, we've brought this up and they're like, I want to be on the podcast. I want to be on the podcast. We didn't even have a podcast and people wanted to be on it. It would be fun to have just someone come on and just talk about like this. Hey, introduce themselves, what's going on, and what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Explain
how they fit into the dynamic of either the team, because there are multiple teams. Because now even as you said, we were on hockey teams together, but then we were on baseball teams together too. So now it became where the hockey season is 10 months long, seems. So we thought we'd get a break from each other, and then baseball came into our world. So we were actually together 14 months out of the year somehow. I don't know how that works, but that's what ends up happening. So
it's way better being with these guys than it would be with other people that could be at those games that you're like, oh man, I don't want to talk to them.
That's true.
I don't want to talk to them at all.
So they'll be guests on the show.
Yeah,
people don't want to talk to them.
Yeah, we'll have guests that people will say, hey, I don't like this person either. Nobody's listening anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, we just want to tell some stories maybe of what's going on or what we had going on, or whoever comes on and wants to talk about what they have going on and our kind of connection with them and their life experiences. And what we want to do is kind of have a couple questions that we'll ask each other, and we'll get to those in a little bit. But and that's kind of your fishing for answers things, like just kind of those random questions that everybody, that you think about sometimes, or you talk about, or that bothers you, or that gets you excited, or you don't like your neighbor and why, and then maybe it relates to somebody else. So that's kind of our...
And we'll take a deep dive into it too.
Yeah, we're
just going to keep asking and keep poking.
We're just going to... Because I think you don't want to say exactly what it is, but if you keep poking, I think you're going to eventually get it.
It'll come out.
Maybe say somebody's name that you shouldn't have said or something.
Oh, yeah. But we can edit that out, I think, or change the name, so protect the innocent.
We have plenty. We have edit. Last call, final rights of it. We got to go through it. So it'd be our fault if it gets out there. Yeah, the Fishing for Answers. We were on a boat one day. me and my brothers have a boat, and we had a golf tournament. We went on the boat after the golf tournament for a little cruise, and then we were parked at this point drinking at the dock, and then it just, I mean, I think we were on the boat for 3 hours, and we were sitting at the dock for 4 hours, just talking the whole time with different topics and different ideas and different thoughts. And then Chris just came up with fishing for answers because we're on the boat, and now this is kind of like the road we've gone down here, is just trying to figure out life answers.
Yeah.
But
I'm not sure I would even know how to fish if I had to either.
No,
but I like how it played into it.
I got the reason for the boat was I thought it'd be fun for the kids to go fishing.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan loved fishing. I was like, this is great. I'll get a boat. Like I can just randomly get a boat. But me and my two brothers, we went into on it, got the boat. I'm like, this is gonna be great. I could take the kids out on the boat, take Rye fishing. Rye's the only one that's been on the boat. Jamie hates the boat completely. She's afraid of sharks. She refuses to go on the boat. I think Cassie's been on the boat once, and then Ryan, I've tried a million times fishing, and I'm so bad at fishing.
Yeah.
I've Googled everything. I've watched
gross.
all of it. I mean, I've tried. I've lost rods in the water. I've broke rods. I wanted to be good at fishing for my kid. I thought oh, this would be really cool. We'll have this great connection of fishing because he likes to do it. We can go on the boat. Didn't happen. Just didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
But it's fun to drink on a boat.
Well, that day may come too.
Yeah,
if you keep the boat long enough.
That kind of worked.
Yeah,
that kind of worked.
So
I don't know. Do you want to get into our two questions here?
yeah, I think so. Right? I think.
Or should we talk about Joe and Mark?
We could talk about Joe and Mark. We talk about our random facts about ourselves, right? But I don't know. Yeah, I like the idea of getting into
let's get
Joe and Mark a bit.
So I guess if
Who should we start with?
Well, you would start with that. This laid out perfectly. So we came up with the idea of doing this. Then we reached out to our wonderful producer. Can we call you? You're our producer, right?
Producer Steve.
And so we met here a couple weeks ago to get the lay of the land. Those guys didn't come. And then we started talking about it, and they're like, oh, you guys are really going to do it? We're like, yeah. Right. So then it was like, all right, we're in. So text went out this weekend. Hey, confirmed for Monday. And then Mark, last minute pull the rug. Oh, I got this going on, that going on, which probably should have bet on.
Does.
Yeah, it's kind of his move. But Joe, I mean, at least Mark responded. Joe hasn't even seen the text from Saturday.
Joe's nowhere to be found.
Yeah, and it's not malicious. I don't think it's malicious. It's just, I think
and he was going to help with the sign language too, which would have been a hit on the show.
Yeah, so Joe in college, he took sign language and became, I believe,
ASL certified.
I don't know what it is. He should be able to talk about it more when he's on, but we're looking forward to Joe. I think Joe will be. You came up with Cup of Joe.
Cup of Joe, recurring guest. He will be on. He will be on the show.
We need to have him on. His stories are all 100% true, which makes them even crazier funny. So
as you'll learn, you guys will.
Looking forward to those guys making their pod debut. As we do our.
That could be week 3 and week 4 though, because maybe we break it out into.
They could have their own show.
They could have their own show.
They could have their own show.
That might work out. Fun fact. I'm dying to answer that one.
Go.
I got oh well.
You have a fun fact?
I do have a fun fact. I've been to 6 proms. It's a fun fact.
6 proms?
6 proms. Yeah.
Like senior proms?
No, 6 separate proms. No,
like
senior. I think
so like a junior prom.
Seniors.
How? So 2 at Quincy High. Your own junior and senior prom.
So I went to Don Bosco. So I went to junior, senior
at Don Bosco.
I think 3. Yes, at Don Bosco, and I went to 3 Quincy High proms, and then a Fon Pom prom. Right? Did I do the math right there?
Any with Danielle?
Yes, one. My wife.
The last one?
Was that the last one? I don't think it was the last.
No.
Actually, it might have been the last.
Wait, did you start dating in high school?
Yeah.
You're high school sweethearts.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I just learned something new.
Well, that was going to be my other fun fact.
That your high school sweetheart?
Yeah. When I met her, she was 16 years old, and so.
And you were at least 17. You were 25,
exactly.
right? All right.
That
would be a different podcast if you were 25 and she was 16.
So that's a fun fact.
That is a fun fact.
Yeah.
My fun fact, I don't know if I have a fun
Oh,
fact.
you probably have a million fun facts. It's just you can't think of one.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. I didn't think of a
When
good
I saw
fun
that, I'm
fact.
like, we'll throw it out there and kind of see.
I mean, that was 6 proms.
Yeah,
That's
it's
pretty
kinda fun.
impressive.
I figured the follow up would be name the girls. And,
Can you name the girls?
No, and I kind of thought about it because I figured it would come up, but it's got to
Well,
be
Danielle's
Danielle, Colleen, Amy, Patty. So of those 4, those
So you went to
six.
did you multiple proms with somebody?
Yeah.
Which one? Colleen?
I think it was Colleen. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Does
yes.
Danielle know Colleen?
Yes, they're friends actually.
Still?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not weird at all.
No.
That she went to 2 proms and she only got to go to 1.
Yeah. Exactly.
Did you take a limo?
Oh yeah, that was back in the day when you took limos.
That was
the funnest thing. We used to rent those things. You'd be out for the night in them. They don't do it anymore though.
No, everything. It's like safety for the kids, but the kids are driving their own cars.
Yeah,
How is that
would have
safe?
been better. Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense at all. Just because you can't sneak beer into a limo, that's the idea of not doing it, I assume.
Right.
So let's just make sure the kids drive their own cars.
Yeah, and then they're forced to stay. Well, they just had what they have this weekend. They had homecoming, and they were forced to stay, which is fine. I think it kind of makes sense because you get all dressed up for it. You might as well go and enjoy it. But,
We did at the at North Quincy. Some of the schools do this. They do a stay out. So these kids go to prom, and then after prom. So again, the idea is to make sure no one's drinking and driving and stuff. And it's knock on wood, nothing has happened since I've been there. There's been no issues. But they go back to the school, and the parents put on this crazy event from basically 11 at night to 4 in the morning.
oh yeah,
They're in the gym and in the cafeteria. I've gone a couple times, like at the beginning, just to like help volunteer, and there is more food than I've ever seen. They have an entire section of the school set up as like a casino.
oh really?
And then inside the gym, there's bouncy houses, this whole stuff. They fundraise for the entire year.
Is it all night grad party? Is that what that is?
It's
no?
what?
All night grad party?
Kind of,
Yeah.
but it's the whole point of it is to keep them
Keep them there.
But the prize, so how they keep them there is their prizes are. I mean, they give away iPads, Xboxes, like $250
nice.
gift cards, like these.
Yeah.
They fundraise all year. The parents do to put on this crazy event.
And what's the casino? What's the games?
It's just blackjack, roulette.
really?
They just give them fake money.
Oh, right.
And then with that, you can then buy more tickets for like your iPads and all that stuff that you can have. But the food that they have for them, but it's a whole process. You come in, you get changed. There's areas in the building to get changed. You put your clothes somewhere. You have your bag there that you drop off before you leave.
Where do they have prom? Quincy Marriott?
Last year the prom was at it was over in was it the Marriott? Venetia.
Yeah,
And then this year it's at Granite Links.
Oh, right. So it's local, and then they come
It's
back.
local.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they have to go to the school and check into the school, and then they bust them over
Oh, right. Yeah. That's right. That's what
So-
they do in Braintree too.
Yeah.
So
but not like what we did.
no, nothing like
what
what we did. Yeah. The oddest thing about the limo was, what did the guy do in between? Because now you
You got
rent the
paid.
limo for 6 hours, right? It's like a 6-hour minimum. I think they'd hit you for.
Yep.
You'd go to the prom for a couple hours. Right?
What
I mean,
would
he was
you
in
do?
the limo.
What would you do?
Well,
I'd go drink. There's no way that those guys weren't drinking or smoking weed or something.
mine was in Boston. So it's not like the guy could go home. I mean, he must have sat in the limo the whole time and waited.
No, he did not sit in the limo. He brought something with him or went
We could
somewhere.
find a limo driver from the
That
from
would
the
be a
90s.
good. What a,
Bring him on. What did you do?
how many limo drivers are alive from the 90s?
Oh, hopefully all of them.
I don't know what they were up to.
So we'll have to dig into that.
I mean, my buddy's bachelor party years ago, we took a party bus up to New Hampshire and Maine. We went to Portland, and we had to get the guy a room. Like he stayed over because
right.
we
Yeah, you
drove
have
up
to.
and drove back, and it's
Yeah.
like he's asking us if we want like weed and stuff. I was like, this probably isn't the guy we want driving us all over the place, but. Yeah, like you had to get him the whole package included him getting a hotel room, and he stayed. And the next morning he drove us home. And
Gosh, $2,500 bucks.
It's not a bad gig.
Just drove your own cars up. I always kind of wanted to be a limo driver, though. I thought it'd be kind of cool.
Well, it was Dumb and Dumber where the limo driver thing really got me excited. That was
Kind of fun to try it, maybe.
yeah. Just you know what's funny, and we got to have this guy on. This is my buddy Mark from growing up. He was a limo driver.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, he'd be great for this. He's a state trooper right now, But his stories, maybe he can't tell some of his
maybe he
stories.
doesn't
He
wanna.
might get in trouble, but
Maybe change his name. Got to change his name.
he could change his name. He'll put a bag over his face. But he was a limo driver for a while, and hearing his, it was awesome. Like he would do the things that everybody would talk about, like, oh, we should be a limo driver. He's like, I am. I was like, oh, interesting.
Yeah, I would like to learn more about that, I think. So, but all right.
That was
Interesting.
that was just back to your fun fact.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I still haven't even shared a fun fact.
I know.
I don't. I mean,
One will come to you. I think
my obvious fact, which probably isn't that fun, is that I just coach too many teams. So I'm coaching the high school, then I coached the college, Quincy College. Started a team. Well, the fun fact is I started a club hockey team.
It's fun. Yeah,
Kind of fun.
Yeah,
I guess. So it started that 4 years ago. Quincy College didn't have a team, and a guy came to us. Actually, a guy came to. We went to Quincy College like 6 years ago and said we could start a. Me and my co-coach Kyle Robinson said we'd like to start a team at Quincy College, and the guy's like, yeah, it kind of blew us off. And then they hired somebody, and he recruited one person. So then we went back to him and said, hey, we really want to do this. And I think the official quote from one of the people, he's not there anymore, was like, all you hockey guys are the same. You guys think you could do this? And he gave us his card. He's like, just call me on Monday. So we called him on Monday, and within like probably a month, they said, all right, go ahead, go forward. And we had like 25 guys our first year.
That's crazy.
Second year, went to the national championship. No big deal. Semifinals, lost by 1. No one knew who we were. We were in the midst of like
Coach of the year, I'm sure, came next year, right?
Clemson, South Carolina, then this Quincy. They were calling us Quincy College, Quincy University. But yeah, this is our 4th year doing it. It's kind of fun. We have like 5 kids from Braintree on the team this year.
You do?
Yeah, which is interesting. Flynn brothers, Owen and Aiden Flynn.
Yep.
Flynn, shout out. Charlie DiMartino.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Andrew Gaffney.
Yep.
Matt Harvey. He just graduated last year.
Yeah. Yep. He just, yeah, that's right. I think they were all seniors last year, weren't they?
Gaffney and Harvey were. DiMartino was 2 years ago. He played juniors he was at Framingham State last year.
Oh, maybe he has
hockey.
a little brother then?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he does.
Yeah.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, because the first year was a ton of Quincy kids, and now it's kind of evolved to a bunch of Braintree guys are involved. It's kind of just
Do they have to pay for that? How does that fund itself?
Yeah, so you're just paying for, no, you don't, the school funds it based on tuition. So how they look at the sports is we have probably 18 guys on the hockey team right now. I would say 16 of them are going to Quincy College and only to play hockey for the most part. Like we're recruiting them to come.
Okay.
And they're taking classes that helps them, but really at the end of the day, they probably wouldn't be there. They're not sitting in class being like, I wish there was a hockey team.
Yeah,
There's only like 3 or 4 of those kids that are actually taking classes before they thought
what do
about
they
playing
do?
hockey.
Jump in the portal and move on to another team?
Yeah, some of them just play for a couple of years and take a couple more classes, graduate or move on or get a job, or it's kind of like a middle ground for everybody.
Yeah. What about the young guys? What are they doing? Are they there to move on somewhere? Or
like one kid, we've had a couple kids, like they're not really it's not a stepping stone for hockey. It's more of a stepping stone for school. Like a lot of guys we've had have been veterans, so they get the GI Bill, so they're getting paid to go to school.
Oh, nice.
So a lot of guys go jump into the military, come back 4 years later, they're at Quincy College, and then they get a chance to play hockey. I think our first year we had 6 military guys.
Oh, wow.
And then now it's just kind of like some of them are, like I think the Gaffney kid was he's trying to get into the military, just waiting, so he's just home.
Oh, right. Might as well do something,
Yeah, 'cause some of it is just one of them was at school, left school, like other ones don't know what they're doing yet. It's kind of it's cheap, so it's a good chance to just kind of figure out what you want to do. They're not ready to go to school or something. So that's been kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's interesting to start something.
Yeah, right, it is. It's always fun to start something.
And it's better with it's different. Like you coach the high school kids and it's like you're on top of them about grades and this and that and the other thing. And then you have the college kids and most of them, there's only a couple of kids that are 21. And it's right. They're going to the bar after the game or something. Your conversations are completely different than they are with the high school guys, which is refreshing sometimes.
Yeah, good, bad, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So, all right.
You want to get into our fishing for answers questions?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if
I feel like we were digging there a little bit too, but yeah.
A little segment. I mean, I guess this is our fishing for answers segment, right?
Yeah. I got 2 questions that we're going to kind of go over, which I think are great because everyone can kind of think about these too, right? What's bothering you this week? And we'll get into the next one. What are you loving right now? But what's bothering you this week? That's is it this week or just in general? I mean, I kind of thought about this one, and kind of like we said, all over the place. But then as I'm driving here, I'm listening to these ads about the defense attorneys, and for some reason it just drives me up a wall. And I think it plays into society. And I'm not going to mention any of the names because we all hear them all the time. Although one of my favorite ones, have you heard this Top Dog commercial?
No.
You got to listen to it. I hope we can get him on the show. He is fabulous. Top Dog. Yeah, maybe he can be an advertiser, Top Dog. So
what are you listening to? Where is this on? Just regular radio?
On regular radio. Yeah, but you hear it every other commercial seems to be defense attorney
and billboards. How do they get the number 444444444? You ever see those, or 77777? Right. How do you get that number?
Yeah. It's awful, and I just think it just plays into our society of like where people are at right now. Right. I'm not going to go to work. I'm just going to get hurt, and I'm going to go collect a check, and then I'm going to live on that.
I almost respect people that are hurt because I think half the people aren't even hurt.
Right. Yeah, right.
At least you have an excuse if you're hurt.
Yeah, exactly. So that one kind of drives me up a wall. I don't know why, but it just continues to bother me. And there's so many of them out there too, just kind of competing against each other. And you see it on TV, like you said, the billboards are all over the buses, they're all on the radio, they're everywhere. It's like I almost want to trip and fall at my own house and sue myself.
I know.
And just see what happens. Maybe
it's insane.
So
it's impressive though. Hey, they're making a living, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure they're making a pretty decent living for themselves too. So it seems, but nothing against any of them. It just seems to play into plays into the whole world, which we can get into that.
I mean, we have plenty to talk about that. Right. Yeah, I was kind of the same thing. I didn't know if it was bothering me this week or forever or. So I kind of I've probably had 3 different ones in my head, and a couple of them were too big for, our first show podcast. It was more like a topic than anything else. But I was sticking with the phone. I was going to complain about the phone and like social media.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's too big. But I was like, you know what? I can talk about it a little bit. But then as I was driving here, I decided everything changed for me. Bikes bother me so much.
Pedal bikes?
Bike lanes, bike people. I was driving here. It's pitch black out. It's 7:00 or whatever. And these, God rest their soul. I mean, they're great. They're awesome. But there's 70-year-old people driving on the side of the road, and all they have is a little reflector on their bike. Oh, yeah. And it's like, this isn't the way you should go out. Like, I can't even see you. I can't see you. If I hit you, you're dead. And like, you're older. Like, this is great. You're out on your bike, but like, can we? I don't know.
Did they not even have like the leather?
There was vest? Nothing on. They had nothing on, and the vest. Don't even get me going about the vest. I mean, what are we? And the weighted vest.
Light up vests. There's all kinds of things nowadays.
But I was yesterday. Where was I yesterday? I was driving somewhere yesterday, and Sunday I was in Natick, riding at football.
Big bike lanes, got to be everywhere.
I thought I was driving in Ireland. I thought I was on the other side of the road because the right side of the road was an entire bike lane that looks like you could fit like 4 bikes across. And I'm driving, and I really thought it was a one-way, but I didn't realize it. I thought someone was just going to come on the other side of the road. Like, why are we doing construction for bike lanes for people?
Oh, that's it.
It's insane.
I know,
it's insanity.
The rights that they have. And then the bus lanes. Never mind. You get like a bike lane, bus lane, and then maybe a single lane, and you wonder why there's so much traffic everywhere.
And then we complain about stuff. I mean, I can almost take the bus lane. You can almost convince me on the bus lane.
Yeah.
It's tough. The bike lane drives me bananas. It's frustrating. I don't understand. I like a bike. I mean, I can ride a bike. I used to ride a bike all the time. And sorry. Then the kids on the bikes. The kids on the bikes.
Oh, the kids
in the middle of the road.
In the back. Oh,
no, in the middle.
Their parents.
Because then it goes, it goes to the social media thing. You need to be on social media. So let's put 30 kids on bikes in the middle of a street, riding in the middle while cars are trying to go down the road. And they're popping wheelies, and you can't hit them because God forbid you hit them because everything's on a dash cam or something.
Yeah.
But no, they're just allowed to do whatever they want. So bikes are.
That's funny you say the wheelies because I've seen kids pull wheelies, and it's impressive how long they can hold them for. Yeah, I don't know if the bike's a bit built different or something.
Built for it or something. I just remember pegging somebody on the back of my bike.
We don't need to get into pegging on
Peg-
episode 1.
But you under, I mean, maybe if the newer version, new people don't understand what pegging is, you're going to think it's a different thing. But there was pegs in the back of my
Yep, somebody could
my
hold
bike,
on to your
and you could
shoulders.
just sit in the back.
And
Yeah.
then ride along, yeah.
You would go to your friend's house, and there'd be, how did you know your friend was around? There'd be 70 bikes out in front of your friend's house. And you're like, oh, okay, cool, I'll go over. Or I wasn't invited, then you felt bad.
Yeah. I used to have a little dice on my bike. Remember that?
Yeah, those would get stolen.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they always got stolen.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get that. But
Well-
and they got stolen quick, too.
Yeah, you're a Marymount kid, though.
Yeah, and they got stolen there, which surprised me.
I'm a House Neck kid. The House Neck and G-Town kids went into Marymount and
Yeah.
stole your dice.
I feel like the alarms would have went off, though. We would have known.
That's true.
So.
If only you guys had Ring cameras back then.
Exactly.
But I mean, and I'm not anti-bike. I grew up on a bike. I drove the Dike in Quincy.
On a bike?
On a bike.
With my friend Mike.
Like, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. You know what I never did? I never drove in the middle of the road or on the side of the road while cars were coming because I was afraid I was going to get hit by a car.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I'd be on a sidewalk or somewhere else, but not in the middle of the road.
In fact,
I don't understand it.
episode could be the dike.
The
Nobody
dike.
even knows
Again,
what that is anymore.
well,
but
you say dike and people think it's a different word, but it's not. It's an
No.
actual structure
dirt
by the
road.
marsh. It's a dirt road, and you
went
know.
all the way from, Adam Shore, all the way down to the Crusher?
Yeah, all the way to the
say?
crusher. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could, for
Kind
me,
of a bike path is all it was, really.
it was a long bike path. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could go to school. I go to Broad Meadows from Howes Neck to Broad
On the
Meadows
bike
on the
path.
dike.
Yeah.
Take the bike, or sometimes you'd walk home, and then also when there was floods, I remember being like like a hurricane or something. People would they couldn't get into Howes Neck, one way in, one way out. That's called the peninsula, and they couldn't go because there was flooding, and they would have to.
Go
Jump
the
on
dike.
and
Yeah,
walk,
the dike
walk
was
the
nice
dike.
and high,
They'd leave their car and just walk the dike, and they'd get home.
And there's plenty
Man, the
of
good
stories there.
those are the good old
Oh,
days.
yeah.
But that was, you know what? That was my bike lane growing up.
Yeah.
The dike,
That's all you needed.
and it was nowhere near a road or a street, and it didn't change anything.
No way.
So yes, I feel bad for those 70-year-old people that looked like they were going to get hit by a car, but I just didn't want to see them go out like that.
But do you DoorDash? Would you take a DoorDash from a guy on a bike?
I do DoorDash,
Yeah.
which could be that's another topic.
Yeah.
Again, we have plenty of topics to get to dive into.
I
But
just didn't know if you.
I've never gotten a DoorDash from a guy on a bike.
No, I never have either.
I've seen the people that have picked them up on a bike, and I wouldn't want to get it from that guy. Just to not to judge a book by its cover.
No, yeah.
But the people that are riding the bike, for the most part, there was one guy I saw. It just didn't. I didn't want him.
Didn't want him touching your food.
Didn't want him touching my food. His bike was. It wasn't like an electric. Like the guy with the electric bike, I think he's got it together.
Those
He's got
are
a whole
kinda cool.
compartment. And he's going. But the guy on like my, Schwinn from 1985 that has like a basket in the front is not exactly the DoorDash guy I'm looking for.
No. No, I'm not a big DoorDasher. Just one, because of the cost of it. It just annoys me. But then the second thing is the touching of the food, which I never really even thought about. It didn't even cross my mind until somebody said it.
It doesn't.
I'm like, oh, yeah, but
There's a lot.
there's a lot to deal with that.
And I've done it before, but then I'll go to a place and like the DoorDash guy will walk in and he's just like cutting the line, and there's this like whole like Chipotle. There's like a whole like section just for like DoorDash.
Oh, yeah.
And people are coming in and grabbing their stuff, and I get annoyed by them, but then I've also had him drop that off at my house before, so which is so lazy. Just so goddamn lazy.
I'm surprised there's not more theft though on some of the
There's
food
gotta
that's
be.
just sitting. That's got to be right.
gotta be.
Because I've seen it, and you're sitting there and you're waiting in a humongous line. It's like, well, that guy's
grab
iced
it.
coffee looks the same as mine. What's the difference?
Yep. Starbucks, they just fire them
Oh,
out.
yeah,
They just
yeah.
leave them on the table.
Right, and there's more
Matt,
than one.
I'm like, yeah, I'm Matt. There's 17 Matts.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's more than one Chris in the world, so
Yeah.
it could be mine. I don't know. But that was a good one. Yeah, the bike lane. Sorry,
We probably
bike people.
should have started with things we're love. Or maybe
I know.
finishing with loving
Positive.
is probably
Yeah, I
a, probably
kinda
a
like it.
smart thing. Yeah,
I know. Again, I know another one. It's like what are you loving right now? It's like a tough one.
yeah, because I hate everything. I'll be honest with you. There's not much.
I mean, the bothersome thing. I was going to get into the Kelsey brothers, but I feel like they might come
Ooh.
after us. But
Yeah, I mean-
we can leave that one alone.
I'd like to. We can get into that. I mean, Taylor Swift wrote a song about Kelsey's. You know what? It's just. It's just.
Is that on the new album?
It's. I guess so. I mean,
Yeah,
again, I'm not
yeah.
like a Swiftie here, but I do read Barstool, and one of the songs is blatantly about Mr. Kelsey's.
Oh, it is. Oh, I'm
thing.
going to have to listen
Yeah.
to it now. Oh boy.
I haven't listened to it. I just heard the commentary. Yeah, this was a tough one for. I'll go first. You can.
Yeah.
You went first in the
Yeah, go
last
for it.
one. Something you're loving right now. I mean, I don't know if you're. I'm not the most positive guy in the world, but I couldn't really come up with anything. I thought of weather, which I thought was really just lame.
Yeah, that's
So I was
day
like,
to day.
and it's nice day today, but I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I'm not going to talk about weather. So I went with, I'm actually excited about, I'm not loving right now, but excited for, is this weekend we have a hockey tournament. We're going to New Hampshire. We're not staying in New Hampshire. I don't know, maybe we'll stay one night or something. But those weekends are always fun. Like, multiple games in a day. In between, you're going to lunch.
Yep.
Like, it's just kind of it's fun seeing the kids hang out with each other in a different atmosphere, and they kind of have like a little free reign, and the parents as well. It always seems like a good time. So this weekend I am looking forward to that. And we're driving to New Hampshire, so it's, foliage time.
Leaf peeping. Yep.
So, I mean, you're going to see some weirdos looking at leaves.
Probably on bikes.
On bikes. Oh, man. It's going to be...
It'll be fun.
I love people watching. I think people watching is probably one of my favorite pastimes. But yeah, I think this weekend, like playing a game Friday, hope maybe staying over Friday night, and then 2 games on Saturday, which means in between you're doing something.
Yeah,
and
there's
then
distance in between too. Right?
It's like
a little further up.
One's at 1:30, one's at 7:30 though. So there's like a big difference in between. So you get a gap to kill, and
right.
I don't know. It's just fun. It's always like a fun weekend when the group of parents that we have have been together for a while. So
Yeah.
and I'm sure they'll be listening. So I'm not going to say anything negative about anybody. I mean, we love all of them, but
do we?
They're a great. It's a great group that all get along. So
no, they're all excellent.
I mean, we do.
Grandparents are fun.
And we have everybody. I mean, we bring them all. We have siblings, grandparents, parents. We have the Quincy section, the Braintree section. It seems like there's like a silent battle that they don't want to talk about, but when we drink, it comes out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, it's fun.
That's because half the people on the Braintree side, though, originally from Quincy.
Quincy. Yeah. So you kind of feel like an allegiance, like, oh, I kind of agree with the same, but I have to stick with this side because, my kid's in Braintree. So, I mean, I know I have my Quincy blood, but it's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you loving?
That's good.
What are you loving right now?
I know. What am I loving right now? This one, again, it's a tough topic to think about, but I'm loving, seems odd, so I just got a little dog at home.
Oh.
Right? So,
that's a great one.
Yeah. So he's fun. It's not necessarily the dog so much because he bites everything. He's kind of everywhere. He's kind of a pain, to be honest with you. But what's interesting is now you got to take him for walks. So you kind of walk the neighborhood.
Oh, yes.
Right? And I hate talking to people. And I don't even want to converse. But now I'm starting to run into people, and it's the conversations about the dog.
The dog.
Meeting kids in the neighborhood. Oh, can I pet your dog? Sure. Yeah, go for it. And it was a little more enjoyable than I thought.
Wow, you're like a man among the people.
Yeah. So, and my struggle is getting out of the conversation, right? You get into it and you kind of sit there and you talk and you feel like you got to ask questions. And then you get beyond that and you're like, all right, how do I transition away from these people?
Is that your dog?
That is not my dog. No, I think that's producer Steve's dog.
Yeah.
I get super awkward in those type of conversations. I don't know what to do. I just try to
and I kind of
it's
pulled
like
the
Homer Simpson. And you just kind of back out.
And I mean,
of
the kid was 6 years old, and I couldn't.
It's even worse.
I couldn't transition away from him. Come on, be an adult.
It's even worse. Like kids, you don't know what to do.
Yeah. So, but it's kind of growing on me a little bit. Walking around, you see the same people. You walk by a lot of the houses. You kind of see the schedules of people, what time they leave, and it's funny, very regimented people.
Wow, sounds like you're gonna steal from your neighbors. Is what you're doing. Oh, so every 3:30, this guy leaves. Interesting.
Works nights and nobody's home all night long. And so, but yeah, that's more fun than I thought it would be. And so I don't know if I'd say loving it. I like it.
I mean, when we got. I think Cassidy was 2, 3, maybe 3. I don't know. I'm terrible with dates and times, but we got a dog, and we were living in Quincy at the time. And I can remember I never had a dog growing up. I didn't have a pet at all. And then I got the negative me in me was not looking at the positive, and it was let's get a dog. I'm like, I don't want to get a dog. Yeah. And it's because you never had a dog before.
No,
and I was
know why you didn't want one.
No, because it's going to die in 12 years.
Exactly.
And I was just I'm going to love this dog. I'm going to get attached to this dog. And then there's an expiration date. And I get we're all dying at some point, but it's just too quick.
Yeah.
It's just too quick. And then.
Did you get the dog? You did get the dog.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. We got the dog. And then we allowed our daughter to name the dog. And again, I think she was 3 and she named it Kitty. So
It's great.
our dog was named Kitty Cookie. And so anytime you were yelling for your dog, it would talk about a conversation starter
Yeah, kitty cookie.
all the time. And it was a Wheaten Terrier, and it just had more energy than anything. And it was tough to go for a walk because it would just pull you the whole time, and then it would start choking and throw up. And then, so there's like two stories. One time it ran away, and we got it. It was like around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
We were living in House Neck at the time. And another time, I get a phone call, and it's Kitty's missing. We can't find Kitty. We can't find Kitty.
Ugh.
And I was working. I was at school. And I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to
what
do.
can I do? Right.
My little brother was living with my parents. So I call him. I'm like, can you go over to the house? I think we lost the dog. Can you help at least find the dog? And we're trying to find the dog. And so the next door neighbor had a dog that it was a Wheaten Terrier as well, very similar looking to Kitty. And
So Dan was like, I found him.
no, so and they would always play with each other on the fence, but there was a little hole in the fence.
Oh, right.
So we're yelling for the dog, and the dog keeps popping up when you yell Kitty. And eventually we're like, did Kitty get into the house next door? Because there was a doggy door.
Yeah.
And Kitty was in their house, running around their house for like 3 hours. And
the dog's trying to tell you.
yeah, and it kept like yelling Kitty, kept popping up. Head kept popping up in the window. I'm like, well, that's kind of strange.
Yeah.
So then we get her out of the doggy door. The neighbors aren't home. And we get her out and we go to the neighbor. Like a couple hours later, they come home like, hey, we got to tell you something. Kitty got in the house. She's like, oh, I thought so. I'm like, how would you know that?
Yeah.
And she said, well, we have a house cleaner come every Monday, and she's terrified of dogs. So we put our dogs in the kennel for the day. And then she came to the house to clean it, and she says, I couldn't clean the house today because the dogs were in the house.
To put the dog away. Yeah.
And I was like, your first thought was she got in the house? She's like, oh, we just figured maybe she got in the house. I was like, oh. But then when she passed away, it was like the worst thing ever.
It is.
For the
Awful.
kids.
Yeah.
For me, you're trying to like hold it together, and you're like, oh my God, this is awful.
Did you have to bring him to the
No, Lisa brought him to the vet. And this is even worse.
Yeah.
So bring the dog. So she's been sick. She's not doing good. Bring her to the vet. She's just been like laying around. They give her medicine. It's just getting worse. It's just terrible to see her. No energy at all anymore. And so we basically like, all right, we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to bring her to the vet. So I'm at the house, prep the kids. The kids are crying their eyes out. They're so upset. So Lisa brings the dog to the vet. Leaves. It was right around COVID, so only one person was allowed to go anyway.
Right. Okay.
So I'm like devastated. The kids are devastated. Everyone's crying, and we're just waiting for her to come back. It's less than an hour, and her car pulls up in the driveway. And I'm like, oh, man, all right, here we go. Like, it's just going to get even worse because now she's going to walk in, and the kid's going to be, oh, man, Mom, how was it? And as she comes in, dog pops up in the front seat. Like, what was happening? And she just runs in the house. I'm like, what is going on? Yeah. Now the kid's like, oh my God.
Yeah, he's fine.
And she got there, and she had so much energy. They were like, oh, we can't put her down like this. Like, so we went through another 3 weeks of her like feeling like shit. And then finally it ended up happening. But it was like, it was kind of tough. That was like the worst part.
Because you knew he was going.
Yeah.
She was going at some point.
Going.
Yeah.
And it was bad. But I mean, that was the thing you were loving, and I turned it into complete negative. That's what I'm going to do.
Beauty of the show.
I try to be positive, and I can't be positive.
That's what we had. We had put our dog down too, though. It's a similar kind of story where you go there, and I felt bad because the poor dog, like, is fine in the car ride to the vet. He had no idea what we're going to do, and I'm looking at him like,
"We're going to kill you.
We're going to kill you." Yeah, and it's just terrible. And then you get there, you go through the whole thing. The emotions are flying all over the place. They give him a little bit. He's still staying awake. He kind of pops back to life. Danielle's holding him like, I don't know. What do you think? And I'm like, well, I don't think we can turn back now.
Yeah.
In between too, the poor vet's coming in like, hey, we'll give him a little bit more. How are you paying for that? Like, can we put that on the card?
Vet, please. Right. Every time you go to a vet, unbelievable. They're in the same category as the
defense attorneys.
Defense attorneys.
So
it's like you go there with like it's got like a sniffle. It's like, well, it's gonna be about $10,000. We're gonna do nose surgery on your dog right now.
I see a theme here though, which is kind of funny because defense attorneys and the vets bother us, and the guy we're going to bring on is top dog. Like, this is just like
Top
full
dog.
circle right there.
I mean, I wrote down top dog. Like I want to meet this guy.
Well, you got to listen to him first. Oh, the commercial's a genius.
I'm gonna Google it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it's good stuff.
I mean, I think this was a good start.
Yeah, I kind of like this. I like this
I don't
stuff.
know. We went for, I think, 45 minutes. 40 minutes?
I think we had some good highlights, right?
I think we introduced ourselves, kind of.
Yep. Introduced
I don't know.
about ourselves, kind of explain what the show is going to be about.
Which is just this. It's just this.
Yeah.
We got an Instagram. We started an Instagram and an email. So maybe once somebody
So we're
actually
official.
listens to this, they could write in a topic. We could talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Or if people wanted to be on it, they could more than welcome we'd love to have people on just to chat about life.
Yeah, we could. I would love to open it up to questions somehow, which is
Yeah,
which
the
would be
email.
fun.
It's
Oh,
a
the email. Yeah,
email.
right. You could send your questions
Mailbag. I mean, people call it a mailbag on podcasts, you know? Do a little research and find out mailbag. Maybe we have to come up with our own thing. Maybe it's going to be like,
It's gonna be our tackle box.
wow. We're going to make this into a completely fishing theme where all of us are terrible at fishing and know nothing about it.
Yep.
But yes, our tackle box will be full of questions and ideas.
Questions. That's it. But
We're just going to cast a line in the water and see what we can find. Something similar to that. If any nibbles or bites, so we got a keeper, we'll keep it.
throw the old outboard in the water. Get that thing going. If that's even how you say it.
No, I mean, what I know about boats is you got to fill it up with gas and it runs.
Yep. And the steering
And
wheel.
when it doesn't, it costs millions of dollars to fix. My boat costs $15,000, but we put about $45,000 into
Right.
it because it doesn't run.
And I could sell it for $3.
Yep, put it on Facebook Marketplace. That's another thing we got to talk about.
Oh.
That could be a tease. We should talk about the people, and I've done it. Has bought something on Facebook Marketplace and gone to a person's house.
Yeah, I've sold stuff. I sold something and I had to lure the guy into my basement.
Yeah.
And unbeknownst to me, I'm like, it's just down here. Come on. And the guy
No,
was looking at me crazy.
No, it's the craziest
And then
thing.
afterwards, I kind of hit me like, oh, this guy thought I was going to kill him.
I think this is a good tease. I think this is a good place to end it. That we're gonna talk about our craziest Facebook Marketplaces situations next week, or something similar to it.
Yeah. Or any kind of
yeah.
selling, I guess, on your own, right?
Just weird people.
But
But I don't know. Unless you got anything else, I think we could wrap this guy up and say that this is the end of our first official episode. We'll never have our first episode ever again.
Episode 1. And the theme of the show, shout out, right? Can't do epic shit with boring people.
I mean, that's a tagline. That we'll have to put on the Instagram page so people can see it. I think right now we're at 2 followers, me and Chris. So we'll build that up as we go.
Might have the kids. We might have.
We'll get some
might
kids,
have
yeah.
5 by the time we're done today.
Yeah, then we got to think like our kids are going to listen to this, and how much can we talk about, and what can we say? That's going to be interesting
Could bring
too.
them on. Yeah, that might go
No,
sideways quick though.
That'd
yeah.
be boring.
Yeah. That might be boring.
Yeah, they wouldn't be that good.
So,
All right, well, until next week.
Yeah.
We just did it.
thank you. Yeah, I love
Congratulations
it.
to
Yeah,
us.
congratulations.
Thanks,
There
Joe.
you go.
Thanks, Mark.
Yep, appreciate your help.